So the first thing to do is just sit quietly, sit comfortably. You might want to close the eyes and just take your awareness to the soundscape, to all of the sounds that you can hear. Don't try to hear one sound more than another. Just let your awareness be wherever it is. It might shift. It might be outside on the birds. Then it might shift to the other side of the house and the traffic. Then it might shift to the humming of your device. That's fine. Let it shift. So we'll just spend, say, 30 seconds where we are going to just quietly observe the sounds. Let them come to you. Don't aim at them. Don't reach out to them. Just let them come. Okay. Keep your awareness on the soundscape. And then I'll ask a very simple question to you. Who's hearing the sounds? The natural answer that we come up with is, of course, I am. So the first time I ask this question, I want you to answer out loud, vocally. Use your voice. Who's hearing the sounds? I am. Okay, keep listening. I'm going to ask the question again. This time, when you answer, repeat the same answer, but let your voice fall silent and answer it with your inner voice. Who's hearing the sounds? I'll ask the question again. This time, also let your inner voice fall silent and answer without using language. Let the answer come in a language free way. Who's hearing the sounds? Okay. So this is a practice, of course, that you don't need somebody else for. You don't need someone else to be asking the question to you. It's a practice that you can do for yourself. So when you say the word I am out loud, you're referring to something. But what is it that you're pointing at? So the second time you ask it, you can't use your voice anymore. You've got to use something else. And so you say it internally. Okay, but when you silently internally use that phrase, I am, what's it pointing towards? And the third time you answer it, you can't even use that inner voice anymore, but you have to answer it with something. So, what can you answer it with? You're answering it with something which is not defined in language. You're answering it with that sense of being, that sense of being yourself. So, when we say the phrase I am, what we're pointing to is that first person sense of being the subject. We take the voice away and just let the inner voice. It's still pointing at the same thing, but you've gone quieter. When you take the inner voice away, you've removed the pointer, but you haven't removed the thing you're pointing at. And so it's trying to guide us to directly experience the thing that is being pointed at by the phrase I am. So the third response to the question, who hears the sounds, is not coming with language. It's coming with that direct, unmediated experience of being the one to whom the perceptions are delivered.